The cheat code nobody talks about: being reliable, answer emails quickly, show up on time, do what you said, keep small promises, remember details. In a world where everyone is flaky, reliability looks like genius. It's not talent, it's just doing what you said you'd do when you said you'd do it. And this is how I've been trying to live life recently. I'm still bad at it. And the biggest problem is if I don't do this, then I do the exact opposite. It's like just not showing up, just not answering emails, just not doing what I said, just completely forgetting because my lack of object permanence. I either do the thing immediately, or I've set an alarm for myself, or some kind of reminder, or it just ceases to exist. I forget like who I was talking to, and I've said this before, where like I said just out of the blue, if I put something in a drawer, it ceases to exist until I open that drawer. And I said it like I had known this forever, but it was a revelation to me that my subconscious was like, buddy, you have no object permanence. But I hadn't ever come to terms with that until I said that. We get open shelving and things like that where I can see the things, and that's much more helpful. It's like I need to see it. I need to see it all the time, and then I know where it's at, but I'm the kind of person that can leave a pin on the ground underneath the back left wheel of the desk, and it'll be there for 7 months, and I'll know if I ever need a pin that's where the pin is, If I don't do the dishes immediately, then there's already dishes in the sink. And if there's already dishes in the sink, I will put another dish on top of those dishes. And I'll put another dish on top of those dishes. And I'll put another dish on top of those dishes. My inclination will be that the entropy of it. But if I do the dishes immediately, then the next time there's a dirty dish, I will wash it, rinse it, just put it on the side. The next time I dirty a cup, I'll rinse it, wash it, put it on the side. Next time I dirty a fork, I'll rinse it, wash it, I'll put it on the side. And I could theoretically just live off those dishes there on the side. But I have to be diligent about doing it immediately. And I think this is so much even more important when we talk about other people. And the first stuff where it says, answer emails quickly, show up on time. These are so critical. So critical. People are waiting on your response. People are waiting on you. It's one of the things when I'm looking, red flag on dating profiles or something like that, when somebody says, I'm always running behind, or I'm always running late. And I get that, like, life is tricky. Life is hard, and you've gotten into a routine. But the number one resource that everybody has is time. And somebody once said, when you're late, it's telling the other person that your time was more valuable than theirs. The thing I was doing, or God forbid if I was just playing a video game, But whatever I was doing, or whatever task I was trying to complete, or trying to get ready, or changing the clothes, or doing all these things, what I've decided is whatever I was working on was more important than the person who's waiting for me's time. I was disrespecting the most precious thing they have in the world because my precious thing is more important than theirs. And that changed the way I looked about being on time. I would rather be early. I would rather allow you to waste my time. Because I don't consider it a waste. I'm there for you. Is my time precious? Yes, but I've decided to give some of it to you. And when I decide to give you my time, I will give you my time. And we're not worried about the particulars of giving you my time. because it's yours now. Remembering details is tough, but man, is it so good when you can recap something, or when you can talk to somebody that you haven't seen in months and you can be like, hey, last time we talked, you had a new job. How's that going? Did you move on? Are you still there? You know, people love to talk about themselves. People, it's their favorite subject. You know? And so if you can engage them and remember that, hey, we've hung out before. You've told me things. I've paid enough attention. I'm still concerned with your life and you. And I'd love to know more. And that's, again, I'm giving of my time to you. And that is huge. It's saying, I want to know what's going on with you. And not just, hey, how you doing? I want to know what's going on with you. And where it says reliability looks like genius. And it's, and it does in this day and age, but I think it's just as we've talked about, of not making things harder on yourself, which when I lie, I make it harder on myself. When I'm late, I make it harder on myself. When I don't write things down, I make it harder on myself. When I don't book alarms, I make it harder on myself. When I say to myself, I need you to remember this for another time because I don't want to do it now, I make it harder on myself. And so selfishly, I want to be efficient with my most precious of resources, my time. If I do things now, if it's when possible, it takes out the think about it stage. It takes out the alarm stage. It takes out the resetting the alarm stage. It takes out the moving the alarm to the next day stage, you know? Like it takes all of these human elements and these things because, wow, you know, Tuesday at 4 o'clock seemed like a time that I was going to be able to get this done. But now Tuesday at 4 o'clock came and I have so many other things on the plate. So when possible, do it now. People are waiting on your response. They're waiting on you. You have other things to get done. It feels great when you cross something off the list. There are people that I have business relationships with that I spend tens of thousands of dollars with every year and will continue to do that for as long as they're in business because they respond quickly when possible. They are on top of things. The customer service is top notch. It's all about making sure I'm happy. A, that's a hell of a way to run a business in the right way. B, it inspires consumer confidence. C, it makes me recommend them to everybody else. And D, on their side, they don't got to worry about what's still out hanging out there. They're knocking things off, right? And so, you know, flipping that script to me. When we stop stream so that I can email somebody because they're worried about an event they've got coming up and they need somebody that they could trust to put it in their hands. Do they want somebody who gets back to them tomorrow or somebody who gets back to them today? Do they want somebody who gets back to them in 12 hours? Somebody that gets back to them in 20 minutes? They want somebody to take care of them. And I can prove to them one step at a time by being there immediately and saying, your concern is important. It's just as important as whatever I was doing. I care for you. I will be there for you. I'm going to help you. And reframing all of this through the aspect of the carrot and the stick, right? I'm going to feel really crappy about myself when I start putting this stuff off and I forget about it. Because I will. The biggest lie I ever tell to myself is I will remember that. And the carrot is getting things done feels good. It respects other people's time. It makes them feel important. It is a giving and servant-based thing to do stuff immediately. And the highest we can raise to this world is the rank of servant. So I know myself. And unless I want to start setting myself up complex webs of creation to make sure that this thing still happens, I need to do it now. And I need to do it now because you are just as important as I am. And whatever I can do to help you out to get this thing done will help get it off my plate, will help me not have to make up this, apparatus to get this done at a later time. And you can feel important and cared for. It is going to seem like magic to people when you start doing this. It's going to be surprising to people. People may not want to answer back as quickly. That's not about me. That has nothing to do about me. When people say, if you get to this point, people could start taking advantage of you. Or start relying on you so much that they just don't do things for themselves. Okay. And it reminds me of things that the one where it talks about the things that bother you. That reel we said where they were doing the dishes, and it's like, they won't do the dishes. They won't do the dishes. Like, well, the dishes doesn't bother them. They bother you. So do the dishes. It's like, yeah, but I'm always doing the dishes. Well, the dishes don't bother them. They bother you. They'll get to a point where they bother that person. You don't like it to get to that point. You're frustrated way before that point. Get them done when you get frustrated. Does that mean you're always going to do the dishes? Probably, but you're going to take that on yourself. Because you're either going to do the dishes, or you're going to be really pissed off that the dishes aren't being done. Just do the dishes. Is it unfair that you're doing the dishes? Yes, but that's what you care about. If you don't want to do the dishes, stop caring about the dishes being done. They'll get to a point where the other person cares about the dishes enough to do them. But if you care, if you're concerned, do them, and don't expect anything in return. If I need help, if I am spread too thin, then it gets back to the other thing we talk about, uncommunicated expectations are premeditated resentments. So we can talk about the help we need. But in the simplest aspect, and to bring it back to this meme, all the stuff is small stuff. Do the small stuff immediately. Keep your promises. Be on time or early. Try to remember things. Try to help out. Try to be reliable. Try to communicate effectively and quickly. And it will seem like you have it all put together. And you don't. Nobody does. We're all messy humans. But we can handle with ease and clarity the things that come up to us in the moment. And if we do that, we don't have to set up these large apparatuses to get it done at a later time. I hope you have some way of being able to manage the things that you care about quickly and efficiently. And I hope you respect not only your time, but other people's time as well. I know for myself, I always am 15 minutes too early to a meeting, and I've been ghosted on many meetings. I give them 15 minutes into the meeting, and then I send them an email and I end the meeting. The meeting's going to be an hour. I'm not waiting the whole hour. We're not sitting in there. You have time to be late. And after that, I'm going to reclaim my time and we can set up another time to meet. I can get really pissed off about that, but they're going to feel like shit about it already. And they're going to feel like crap about it whether I get mad or not. And if you really want to be petty, they're going to feel even more mad about it if you're not upset about it. So, I don't know. Do things quickly. Do things efficiently. Raise yourself to the level of servant. And if it helps, add a little peppy, a little spice of pettiness in there. If that would get you through the day. Because nothing is worse than when somebody says it's fine and they actually mean it. So, I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out today. We're going to see you again on Sunday. In the meantime, you know what I need you to do. I need you to get the good sleeps, eat the good foods, try to do a good deed every day, and don't get caught doing it. If you expect anything in return for your love or your generosity, it's just a transaction. Let's try not to be transactional in our relationships. But you can't pour from an empty cup, so feed yourself physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. I love you. I'll see you Sunday. Bye.